This is our final try to connect to you. Okay. This journey requires a lot of effort. Tanya is starting her channel, so I told her that's how it could be sometimes. So, some of you have not seen our first two tries, so we're gonna start from the beginning. Tanya has been here.
Try again.
Yes, Tanya has been here for 2 years, so her perspective is definitely newer, and also I am from Ukraine, and Tanya is from Russia.
Yeah.
So tell us what Russians truly think about America. What kind of opinions have you been facing, and in your journey when you were living for United States?
Or I can tell how I thought about American before.
Absolutely.
No.
You can share about them and about you.
Yeah. But when I came here first time and I saw the people here, very positive, very nice, always smile, and I just felt this positive to me, and it's exchanged the energy, good energy for me. And when I came here first time, I just fell in love in this country. It's honestly, and I felt like I came home. It's first time I didn't come, forever. I just came for a couple months. And when I came back to Russia, it's made me feel depressed. And people who told me, hey, how it's in the United States, I said, wonderful. And if you don't know, if you never come here and never came here and never saw the people, never saw the country, how you can tell all Americans are crazy, or it's so bad, it's so poor country, or something craziness? No. So my opinion, I love this country. But when I was in Russia before, I believed and I thought, yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, because I didn't know. I didn't know.
So when you were flying here for the first time, you had no idea what to expect, because in movies you saw one thing, but then you were with the
It's not even movie.
well, I watched Hollywood movies, and not the new Hollywood movies. I don't like. I call it Hollyweird right now. I call it Hollyweird. But I watched classic Hollywood movies, and when I was in my teens, in my early 20s, I was so excited to come to America, and then I was in the middle of Michigan, and I was like, well, this is nice, but where is everything?
Yeah.
So tell us about your some of your experience. So it sounds like you really appreciate the politeness and the people, even though Russians say that American politeness is fake. What do you think about it?
No, it's not fake. For me, it's not fake. And I can tell you about myself. I'm proud because I'm Russian. But I love this country and I like to be here. And it's not fake for me. People are very positive and very happy. And it makes me happy too. And feel very good here. Like I'm at home. It's my home. It doesn't matter where you was born. For me, it's matter. The most important for me how I feel here. If I feel here comfy and happy, this is my home. That's my opinion.
Well, America is like they call it a melting pot of all kinds of nationalities and people and cultures, and I would definitely say that there are. I would definitely say that there are different trends that are not so great, and there is some truth in what people say about video game addictions, about horrible bad food habits, about
American
substance
fat.
substance abuse. It definitely take place, and I believe that two cultures could benefit from each other. Americans could learn how to be more active and make better choices, do harder things, not always choose a path of least resistance and do harder things. Like, for example, sort of like fixing cereal for your child, make him a real porridge, make him. But you make your own rules.
Of
Why
course.
does it bother you that somebody is doing something? You can make your own rules in your house.
Of course, I'm making my own food, my choice to buy some groceries. So this is my choice if I'm going to the gym or I'm going to do some exercise or just to walk, or it's my choice all the time in any country. And I have a question. If everything very bad in America, why too many Russian people want to move here? Why they trying to get even just touristic visa?
Why
to
nobody
get
is coming
here?
back?
No, yeah, they want. Just let people now to move. Just tell them, hey, you can move now. And half of Russia, it's truth. It's not even joke. They will move here. I know why, because life is better here. And yeah,
Yes, and you know it's interesting. A lot of people in the United States feel that, oh, there is injustice. You know, we are oppressed. We are this. We are that. Well, they definitely had never lived in other countries and did not learn what it really is. You know, we all have we also have different nationalities, and we have a lot of nationalism. We have a lot of issues, and a lot of discrimination. We have discrimination, huge discrimination in Russia and Ukraine against older people, you know, and older people starting age 45. You're gonna be in many ways. You're gonna be. I mean, it depends how you look like, but if you look, you know, like people used to look at 45, you're gonna be discriminated. You know, you're gonna be. People gonna treat you differently if you try, for example, to try to find a job, and questions of security. You know, here if you do things right, you can build anything. You can build your life from zero
from zero, yes.
to the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
In Russia or Ukraine, when you, for example, becoming rich and famous, you're afraid for your life because people are looking to, you know, especially back in 90s, if you had some money, you need to hide because you afraid for your life sometimes if you're successful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yay. Thank you for our first super chat and our stable so far.
Yeah, but America for me it's the best country where you can start from zero, from nothing, and you can do anything. It just depends from you.
It depends on you.
Yeah, just on you. In Russia, it's very. I mean, Russia, Ukraine. I don't know what about Ukraine, but I heard about this country, but I wasn't there, never. And in Russia, it's impossible because the middle level of people they work in like $200-300 for a month, and you cannot grow up. You cannot.
Yes, you know, there is an extremely big difference between how to say this this extremely different levels of social levels. So there are people that make couple $100 a month and they work very hard, and there are people who make you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and they are on top. But the percentage in countries like this, the percentage of people, there is no middle class. There is mostly people who are barely scraping it and people who are extremely rich, which makes it you know, which makes it very hard to grow sometimes because there is too it's too much of a contrast, and unless you know some people, I mean, I believe it's changing now a little bit, but unless you know some people, it's hard to move up in life.
Yeah, and the most American people, they think they just live in like it's okay, everything is good. But I know difference, and I saw this level, and I watch in this country and the life in here. So and when I'm trying to tell to somebody here how is life in Russia and here, and somebody told me, oh, we are blessed here. Yeah, you guys blessed here. It's really because you don't know difference. I mean, if you wasn't there and you didn't see nothing like I saw.
Yeah, what here considered, poor or under the level of, below average, in Russia or Ukraine would be pretty much rich. So if you can go take your family out to some dinners, if you can take your family on vacation, if you can do all these things, just regular things for an average family here, it's almost like you're rich if you have stability, because some people have money, doing all right, but there is no stability. A lot of, sometimes your parents have savings, and unless they put them in dollars, they turn to paper. Some people they turn to useless paper.
Yeah.
Because we had inflation after inflation, like time after time. So I think people are very tired of not being able to be stable.
Yeah.
And don't not having protection also.
Yeah, and it's about everything in Russia. I mean, even Medicare. If you don't have money, all medicine in Russia for free. I mean, for many people. If you don't have money, so
Oh, thank you.
you
Thank
will
you
never
so
have
much.
help.
Have a salmon dinner, yeah. Salmon dinner, you. Oh, thank you for
For salmon dinner.
$69.99 donation. I appreciate it, Bill. Thank you. Well, we'll definitely we are hoping to have some nice some fish like dinner.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We are actually on the lake. Let me show you. This is just the bay. This is the bay, and we were standing on our balcony in our room because we want to show you the view. So it's just a bay where the boats are not here because it's cold yet, but it's a beautiful bay of.
It's not season yet.
Yeah, it's not season yet, and it's also middle of pandemic. So thank you so much. We can definitely use nice outing tonight. It's a new area for me. I don't know it as well. So, oi, yes, yeah. Thank you. Right? When we talk about opportunity, I do want to say that things are changing with the internet. People can develop opportunities now around the world. You can open online businesses and do these things, around the world. But the problem, for example, now when I need to send money home, or for some certain things I need sometimes to support my family more, for many different reasons, I cannot just PayPal, because there is no PayPal in Ukraine. You cannot send the money. So even in online businesses, we have certain restrictions. You can work around them. You can find other ways to do it. But if I have an emergency, I need to find ways to do it. I cannot in America. Or I forgot my my card. I'm like, okay, I can give you my PayPal. Or it's really so it's
easy.
Yes, this country is based on not based, but this country is all about business. It's all about making business better. By the way, let's talk about business in Russia. What do you think about Russian customer service?
Not good.
Does it exist?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, I can tell you. And if you have business, you have to pay to everybody. You know it. Like, you cannot have business if you will not pay to everybody who controlling you. Because if you're not, you don't have a business. And about controlling, I want to tell you something. Like, you cannot tell everything what you want. You cannot watch even on YouTube something because they blocking.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm behind.
Yeah. They block too many information in Google or on YouTube, and I heard about they will block Facebook for Russian people too because too many information. Yeah. So, or if you not agree with some law or government, you cannot even go to the meeting and meet some people and will be against because you will go to jail. So people very afraid to say something what they want, what they think. So it's controlling everything, every your step.
I'm learning.
You didn't know about it?
Um,
You
you know,
probably
I
heard
think
something.
Ukraine has been leaning so much toward the West. So this is somewhat of a difference because you know Russia stays with in a competition. You know, with America, it's kind of like you know when you put things on the weight. We were talking about on a scale. You know, when we were just making our previous attempt to record this live, I was sharing that I feel that America is still competing. I mean, not still. America and Russia are competing.
Yeah.
So that's why you know that's why you know there is propaganda against each other, you know, go a certain
Yeah.
way. But also Russia, from what you know now, I can tell more, it's pretty much authoritarian country. It's kind of not kind of, it's basically in many ways what you just mentioned, it's dictatorship.
Yeah.
So like you know Belarus is even higher in terms of dictatorship. um, Now I mean we all feel somewhat controlled with all this mess that's going on around the world, but we're gonna talk before this
Yeah,
these
before the
restrictions.
COVID and
Yeah, we're just talking about life in general. So I think the dictatorship is still part of Russian policy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, of course, still. Because Russia have a king.
Yes, you know it's really interesting. I remember Putin ever since I remember myself.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
25 years.
I
It's
remember-
impossible. Nobody cannot believe.
I remember him like I never do not remember
I was
him.
teenager when he came, and he's still there. How it's possible?
Yes, well, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. But coming back to regular people, you know,
Yeah.
so what, you know, an average, to your opinion, and then I'll share from mine. What an average perspective of the United States from, you know, just regular people who live in Russia, to your opinion? What do you think about United States? What do they think about United States? Are they more on the side that
Regular people in Russia.
Yes, what do they think about America, to your opinion?
Oh,
Not the government, but just people. What do they think about
people
America?
think it's craziness here. Who wasn't there? Or they told me, my friend was there, and he was there like 6 months, and he said it's not good. I said, why he was here 6 months? It's not good. So go home, please. If you don't like to be here, if you somebody living in here like Russian people, and they say, I hate American. Why? If you live in here, you have to respect this country and people. If you don't like here, so go home. But
Go
if
home.
you are here, so it's better for you to be here. So what are you talking about?
Go home.
Go
Start
home.
the exercising.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
I really think so. If I am here, I like to be here. I'm comfy here, and I'm very happy to be here.
Well, it's true. You know, it's true. If you don't like something, you don't have to be here. I would say though that it is very hard. The first couple years, it's just very, very difficult because you have to adjust. And I think in these years, we're talking 2021. I would say about Ukraine that Ukraine has been westernizing a lot. So the contrast is still there, but it's not as harsh as it was in 90s or early 2000. Because if you would travel in 90s to United States or early 2000, it's like you're on a spaceship. Everything is so different and so backwards. Now they've been actively westernizing. Somebody says it's good, somebody says it's bad, but it doesn't matter. But I think it makes the transition better, and also we have internet, we can talk to our family. But for people who immigrated even before internet, you know, let's say, I don't know, you know, 60s, 70s, 80s, you know, just any time, any era before internet, they had very, very hard time. And that was not because they don't like United States. It was because it was so different, you know, certain things that matter to them over there were not here, like family. A lot of people had to leave their family to go start something here, and then bring their family. But you know, some of my dad's brothers and like his brother and some of his cousins traveled here. I mean, immigrated.
Yep.
And there was no internet or things like this, and they would send us letters, and they would say, you know, I wake up every day in a cold sweat. it just, and it's not because America is bad, it's because you miss your family, you miss your environment. Maybe you were doing the, but it's back in Soviet Union, you know, you don't have much opportunity there. You come here for opportunity and you have this drive, but when your family is there, and maybe also you were passionate about your career, maybe you were, I don't know, engineer, doctor, and here you scraping floors and dishes, but they still did not criticize. They appreciate the opportunity for their growth. It just, their heart was broken because they were missing their home, you know, their home. And I think now it's easier because we have technology, and we, borders,
Yeah.
before this, you know, situation right now, borders were open. And yes, there is love factors, there is family factors, there is, you know, affection factors, there is just, you just miss your environment. But they still would not complain. I remember listening to the interview, Mikhail Boyarsky, по-моему. You know, one of our very famous actors, who said, you know, he was a star in, you know, in the
Yeah,
Soviet
big
Union,
star.
and he said, you know, I will wash the floors for my children to have prosperity. I will scrub the floors.
Wow. My family in Russia too now. I mean, all my family. But anyway, I can call them anytime. And yes, I'm missing them. But my home is here anyway. I start my new life right here.
New life in the USA.
Yeah, that's the name of my channel.
Yes.
Probably I will change it a little bit, but it's okay.
So we're just sharing with you guys, you know, my perspective is not that my perspective is invalid. I'm from somewhat different parts still, because, you know, Russia and Ukraine do have their difference, especially politically. Not so much people, human-wise, we are pretty much almost identical and everything, but in terms of politics and in terms of geopolitics is different. And also, she moved 2 years ago. I have been here over a decade. So, you know, it's interesting because things change and evolve. And I was very surprised when, you know, once again she was sharing her videos that, well, you know, not all Americans are crazy. What are you talking about? I think generalization of a nation or country is always, you know, inaccurate.
Yeah, and when I came, around me was only American people. I never met Russian or Russian speakers here.
I'm her first one.
Yeah, she's my first one, and I met her here. I knew before about Veronica, but I never talked to her before when I was in Russia, or I watched her videos sometimes, and yeah. But I just came here and I just jumped to all American life. I mean, not I didn't try to find some Russian community or Russian people to be friend, to support me. No, just so I'm very happy now.
You still made it.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, this what we have in common, because, you know, where I live in mid Michigan, we have in my area, my years also have been without Russian community, but I didn't mind too, because I didn't want to be person that never learns. I wanted to understand how to I can always get along with people from our countries, but I wanted also to understand how things work here, so I can do things and be productive, and not having an excuse, or I am Ukrainian, so I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know, so it was harder in the beginning, but it's easier now.
Yeah, you're right. It was hard, but now it's easy for me, and now it's little easy to learn, but I'm still learning, and I will learn all my life. I mean, it's not even about the language; it's about everything.
What are your favorite things about U.S., about people, culture, mentality, anything? What are you, you know, even habits, but is there something that you're like, oh, I like it here so much?
Smiling. It's my favorite.
That it's okay to smile and say hi
It's
to a
not
stranger.
fake smile. It's not plastic smile like Russian people saying. It's plastic smile. It's not natural. No, it is.
I think you do it
When I
enough times.
Yeah. I just, for example, in Russia, I came for some shop to get some coffee from morning when I went to my work, and I got some coffee, and I told her, "Have a nice day," and she looked at me like a crazy. I'm crazy. Why? I
How
just
dare
want to tell
you? How dare you to wish me a nice day?
Yeah.
It's not your business how my day gonna go.
Yeah, but I wish you a nice day. Have a nice day and good mood, good vibes. I don't know how to say.
It didn't age well.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't shocked when I just came. When I just my first step in airport, I was surprised. People so nice.
It's part of the culture. Yeah, they can, when I came here, I felt very similar to you. It was almost too much. We would go to some stores, people like, hi, I was like, wow, calm down, everything is good, And I think, there is, people learn things, people, some people are naturally cheerful and bubbly, some people are naturally more reserved, but I think being polite is a very good habit. And it makes your day better. We sometimes go through tough things. You never know. My thing is this: you never know what the other person is going through. They may have a smile on their face, or they may not. You may be the only person that they see today that they will smile. You don't know what's going on with that person, and your smile can make somebody's day. Your politeness, your laughter, your small talk, can make somebody's day. And we are all humans after all, and we just want to connect, even if it's connection for 3 minutes. But you crack a joke,
It's like, hi, how are you? In Russia, they will tell you, it's not your business.
Or they will start telling you how they really doing, and you're like, oh damn, why did I ask? Because if you ask a new Russian or Ukrainian or anybody from post-USSR here in US about their day, if they just came, they will actually start to tell you about their day.
Yeah.
And it's, don't ask if you don't care. I usually don't say how are you. I usually say, good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
No, you can tell if people will tell you, hey, how are you? Good, how are you?
Yeah. It's it's normal, but personally I do like it sometimes when I really ask. Maybe I have there is not too many people in line when I'm somewhere, or I'm actually having a small talk with somebody. I still have this Ukrainian thing of saying how are you when I do mean it, but sometimes I do say it if I feel that everybody's having a good time and it's obvious, I ask how are you, how are you doing today, but
or tell thank you all the time. It's not good for Russia too.
I'll be honest, guys, I do like when people say what they mean. I do like it. I do know what's going on, but rudeness is not good. When let's just say when my first husband was in Ukraine, he was visiting me, and he was I sent him to the grocery store on his own. He's like, yeah, I want to go to the grocery store. We needed to get some basics, and the grocery store was just a couple blocks from our place. And he came back, and he was, oh my God, I just came, I asked you to he was buying some meat or sausage or something like that, and he came to ask what he wanted, and the woman at the counter said, "Что?"
What?
There is no hello, no.
It's mean, what do you want?
Yeah, it's like, it's not even what do you want, like,
I mean,
что бы вы
it's not
хотели,
nice,
да?
but yeah.
There is no hello, there is not what do you want. It's like, что? As if you came to their house to lend some money, and they're less than cordial to greet you. So you come there to spend your money, and they have this stone face.
What?
And in Russian it's что. In Ukrainian it could be шо.
Almost the same.
Да, it's similar, but and it's, I think, probably the truth and the best is always somewhere in between. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. But it's, people got used it. I mean, when I was in Russia, I didn't think it's so bad. I didn't like it. No, it's just normal for you. You go into the store and people not happy. And when I came here, yeah, my one friend, I talked to him and he said, why people have to be happy? Why people have to be nice? They making a small salary, and how they will be nice? I will be rude too if I will have like $200 for a month. Yeah, maybe.
But I think in a big city, I'm from the big city, and it's
I'm
like
from big city too.
okay, and so let's talk about this. I think in a big city there's also the shield of protection, because if I'll be walking, when my fiance at the time came to me and he was walking around, I mean, he was literally walking around saying hello everybody. He was really happy. We had the best times of our lives. It was really beautiful time. He was walking around and he was just like, hi, привет. He learned he learned привет in Russian, and we were walking in a shopping mall, and he was saying to random sellers and people, like 15 years ago, he was saying привет, привет. And I'm, боже мой. I told him, stop making face like you're angry about something. Can you imagine? I felt so bad, I felt so bad, he was happy and upbeat, but you need to put a shield, and almost like you're mad about something, so you are grozny, как это сказать, like, you are
Angry
or
sad,
you are
sad,
unsatisfied. Angry. You have this, so you protect yourself with this face. It's like, it's my protection, I'm invincible, you cannot touch me. If you touch me, you will regret that. So you need to have a protection face, not the open. I told him, you look like an idiot, like like retarded. You are crazy, like you're retarded. You go like a little child. Hi, hello. I told him, you appear retarded.
But Veronica, I would.
I feel so bad about it.
Shield. It's people in a shell for me. You closed. You inside. And you protecting yourself around from anything, from good emotion, from everything, from positive. Yeah. You're not
very
open.
Good point.
Yeah, you always closed.
Yes.
And closed with people too.
That's an excellent point, because exactly, you are protecting yourself from somebody who may harm you, but you also protecting yourself of making new friends, new connections, invitations,
good things,
things, opportunities. Because if you're always like this, because you're afraid, you are in this, flight or fight mode, you don't look approachable, and maybe somebody seen you today and you're looking for the job and you're a perfect person, but they will not offer it to you because it looks like next thing you're gonna bark and bite.
Yeah, you're right. Bark. Ow, ow, ow.
Yes, I do know somebody wrote New York City. Yes, I've heard that New York City life, it's pretty much everybody has their guards on, and it's somewhat similar to the city. Tell them where you're from.
I'm from Krasnodar. It's south.
Yeah, South Russia.
Part, yeah.
I have never been there.
But Veronica, I was in New York, but I mean, I wasn't a long time, but I was, and I saw people. And I was surprised. They are so nice.
Still nicer than...
Still nice. And I met some woman. She was American, and she heard my son spoke Russian, and she just spoke in Russian with me. I was surprised. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice.
In airport, she just...
But to our defense, to our culture defense, let's say this. That is also true. Our people appear sometimes very cold and distant, but if you're able to come approach, sometimes it takes a second to break the ice. Same people that often look, cold and unapproachable and distant, if you see you're struggling with something, and especially if you're a foreigner and you need help, they often would drop everything. They make sure they get you where you need to go. And you may even get an invitation to their house to have dinner.
Yeah.
This is, you know, a lot of my subscribers who travel to Russia or Ukraine, and they, you know, didn't know something, were lost somewhere, you know, had these experiences. They would sometimes they sometimes would have to have a small talk to ask, and when people, our people, would realize that, oh, this person is here by themselves, let me show where they need to go, and they start talking to you, and they feel that you're a good person. A lot of my subscribers told me that they would get dinner invitation to their home because they feel that they just want to help because this person can be lost. But on the other hand, of course, you can get on the hand of a scammer, and they would know, you know, you don't speak. Sometimes when you take a taxi, if the taxis know you are a foreigner and you don't know the prices, there could be a bad person that will hijack the price and tell you 10 times more. But more positive experience, I think that our people, due to our culture, more close in distance, but once if you know, once you get to know them, a lot of times, if you have something in common, you can become not just a friend, hi, hello, but you can become a very close friend. Would you agree with me, or that's not your experience? You don't have to agree with me.
No, some people in Russia, yeah, but some of them no. If somebody will ask, hey, I don't know my wages, can you tell me? No, I don't know. Even they will to know, but they will tell no, I don't know why.
What people are you talking about? I don't know. Me.
Oh, you told me about experience. With
me not
Ukraine.
Understand you. Tell me what you say. Я шучу, я просто тебя не поняла.
Ну, я сказала, что ты говоришь про украинских, что они там очень
и про российских
да,
тоже, да.
The
И
same.
что? Ну, а что ты сказала?
Some of people, no, I mean, you told them if they doesn't know where I have to go, my way or something, you can ask people, and if they will to know your way, they will tell, no, I don't know. Some of them, not everybody.
I see what you're saying. So,
some people
she's
very nice.
So she's saying if you're lost, some people will just say, oh, no, like, I have no idea, leave me alone. And some people will go out of their way to try to make sure you get on the train or bus or taxi. No, but in my experience, from not my personal, but from my subscribers, Russia and Ukraine both, when they visit, usually people they have more positive experiences than negatives.
Yeah, and not long time ago, my son talked to his teacher online. My son 9 years old, and she asked him about people in Russia, and my son, I was surprised. I was a little shy because he said Russian people not nice. they never said thank you. They will never said you they will never tell you have a good day or something like that. I said stop. But he really said so. She said, oh, I'm so sorry. It's really.
But you know what? This is true. But I have to say that there is a lot of things that people here could learn from Eastern European people. It's the strong core strengths, pushing through, you know, not waiting for praise and babying, you know, oh, honey, how are you? You know, so I think always the truth is somewhere in the middle. You know, probably the best is somewhere in the middle, because, you know, I'm grateful that I had some humble and pretty, you know, challenging beginnings, because if I wouldn't, I would not survive here ever. Because we have something in common, because, you know, you were in a situation when you were surrounded only by locals, and when I came here, I also didn't have I had a few people I knew, but I didn't have the you know, my native environment, and it was, you know, that drive to push through, to always push through, to learn, to never give up, you know, all these things that our parents were very hard on us, you know, and maybe strict, but I think it also has you know, when you have an angry coach, you have good results. So our parents were more of angry. They had motivation from negative. Here people have motivation from positive, you know. oh, you're gonna be in a great shape if you will do this, if you learn, people are encouraging you and they're more positive. mm, and sometimes in work for some people, sometimes it does in our culture, when you do something you say, oh, you're a stupid, useless, human, you better do this right. And I want to tell you something, that sometimes when in well, I don't really like those disrespectful terms, but sometimes when my parents had a negative motivation, I mean, I'm not excited about it, but it did push me through. And sometimes still in my voice, I have this tough kind, not I have this very rational vision of something, and I don't try to make it sweet, I'm just because sometimes you do not get a result.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're too sweet, too accommodating, too kind, too soft, what result do you get?
Nothing.
With certain people, and I would say especially with raising boys, if you raise them soft and sweet like that, they will be like girls. And I think one of the problems in the United States, that they're trying in schools to treat boys the same they treat girls, and I don't think this will age well, as I don't think so. I think that we require different approach. We are not the same, we are different. And even though I was a little girl, not a little boy, but those hard things that my parents made me go through, they helping me now. I think too much softness and not giving the person the reality check, I'm not saying always, but I think reality check is good.
Yeah, but you're still soft inside. Even you strong woman.
Yeah.
You can do anything. You can take.
I'm very soft inside.
I know. So yeah, we are very strong, but we're still soft, and we have big heart. We can feel.
So what are you guys saying? Are you all laughing over there? Do you have any comments or questions? Because we have a few more minutes and we gotta go. Bill saying, Veronica, that's right from mother's view. Of course, I'm always right. I'm just kidding. I saw this joke. Mom is right a lot, but grandma is right about everything.
Yeah. She's smart than anybody.
All people are different. Never mind where you're from. I'm from Belarus. Yeah,
yes,
but we're just talking about trends. Everything we say does not color and define particular group of people to be certain way. But there is certain general mentality. General mentality or a particular category of people that we are talking about. It's never about everyone.
No.
Okay, because I have never met.
We are all different.
Have you met everyone? I have never met everyone.
No. And I will never meet everyone.
Never. Yeah, Jim is saying, I'm grateful I grew up in a neighborhood where we were challenged as boys to be tough physically and emotionally. Yes, boys gotta be stronger physically and emotionally than women. Otherwise, it's a wreck. I do prefer positive encouragement now.
Yeah.
I have to say, in my own family with my son, positive encouragement does miracles. So I prefer positive. But if you ask him, he would tell you that I'm strict as hell. So
of course.
So I don't think that loving a child is enabling and spoiling a child. So I think a lot of love is good, but spoiling and enabling is not. And good dose of discipline is required.
Yeah, they probably start to vacuum.
Ничего, успокойся. Сейчас нас это пылесосом пропылесосят.
Мы с вакуумом запишем, правда?
So nice. Oh wow, this is a message for you. Thank you, Mark. Mark is saying, so nice to hear a positive perspective from your guest. USA, despite of shortcomings, is a land of possibility. I totally agree. If you don't like something about American culture, create your own
yes.
in your home.
Of course.
Put your own rules. I have high expectations and high demands.
Doesn't matter where you are now. This important what inside of you. Like
Yes.
how you feel, what do you want, and what are you doing every day to be happy.
If you have high expectations and high standards for your family, apply them. Be an example of it and apply them to them.
Yes, yes.
I tell you, your child won't be happy about it at first, but then he'll be okay.
Like some Russian people saying, don't grow up your kids, grow up yourself. Kids will be the same like you.
Yes.
I agree. I am the
I don't
first
know how I feel
example
about
for,
it.
the first example for my kid, it's me, or his dad. I mean, parents.
Yes. Yes, you know, your kids will always copy you. So that sounds kind of dangerous, isn't it? It could be dangerous, right? So guys, thank you so much for joining. Yes, we're gonna be wrapping it up. Thank you, David Braxton. So hello to you both. Good topic and perspective. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Just looking for a few comments. Men from Russia not trying to be hard. They are hard. Hello,
Yes.
Joshua.
They are.
Russians and Ukrainians in the character are, if you don't mind me sharing, is I grew up there. We all mixed. We literally all mixed together. We as
Not
people,
Russian.
we are very, 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 very much the same. Our politics right now is like this. It's terrible. But people are very. We are one breed. You know, if I can
Yeah.
say. One nation under God.
We are all people.
Yes.
American, Russian, Ukrainian.
You
we are
know,
all people.
it's really interesting because you guys, of course, know the start of the show once in a while. I have my son on sharing. He is a huge fan of United States, but he's also a huge fan of Ukraine and Russia. You know, he does push-ups with Russian anthem. He puts the Russian anthem on and he does push-ups.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I remember.
Yes.
I remember.
And also he takes cold showers, he jumps in cold water. He's like, I'm Russian, mom. You kidding me?
We are all the same. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yes.
So you know,
That's true.
instead of let's wrap this up with this. Instead of poking in each other and you're this and you're that and you have substance abuse, you're all people on drugs, you're all depressed over there, you're all fat, you're all stupid, you're all lazy, you're all drinking alcohol. How about we learn how to implement those things in particular countries that work? How about we see, it seems to be working for them. Why don't we implement this and make it work for us? So for Slavic people learn from Americans, and from American people learn from Slavic. That would be, I think, a benefit, a mutual benefit for all.
Yes. And Slavic, very beautiful.
You very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
I don't even know.
true.
I don't even know what accent
I'm
I'm
not
trying
lying.
to pull off, but guys, thank you so much for connecting with us today. Thank you for a little bit of fun. I'll be honest with you once again. It's not easy for me to do these videos due to certain things that's going on behind the scenes, but I feel sense of purpose. I'm very glad to have you. I'm also excited to introduce Tanya, and I want to encourage her to, keep on with your channel, trying different things. Thank you for your support. I'm just trying to do the best of current circumstances, and I wish you the same. I wish you to keep your spirits up. And if you have any questions, comments, please post them below. Спасибо большое, Галина, и вам тоже взаимно.
И вам тоже, Галина.
And I'll talk to you when I came next time. And Bill, thank you so much for your generous donation. We will have a dinner from your behalf.
And guys, have a great day to everybody. Thank you so much.
Jerry says, can we have more of these videos? Of these types of videos? Possibly. Yes, guys, if you put comments under when the live is done, that lets me know that these are the kinds of videos that you enjoy, so I will consider record more. Okay, so I need to get your feedback for that. So thank you so much,
We love you too.
and we will see you next
Thank you so
time.
much. See you guys.
Thank you so much, everybody who joined, who will join, and everybody who supported. And thank you for the special salmon dinner, Bill. I appreciate it. See you soon.
Bye bye.